Hello YouTube. How are you doing? It has been a little bit. I've been obviously a little busy. I got a new little family member in the life, and y'all have been all very kind and receptive and giving a lot of good name ideas for Currently Smokey, is what her name is. But yeah, first off, let's just go ahead and start this. But yeah, so much is going on. I should have did Nightmare 2, but it like died. It crashed, so we'll do this again. Oh, that's new. Oh, and that cursor's better too? Well, the updates keep getting better. But anywho, so yeah, no, so thank you all for being so kind, and I really thought, I guess where does this all start? So, currently, the cat I have now is a short-haired tabby, and when I was a kid, I had a short-haired tabby, and her name was Buttons. And the reason her name is Buttons because like her mother, when she was, because I got her when she was a kid, her mother, when they were feeding on her, it looked like little buttons. So the one I ended up choosing, I named her Buttons. And that's just kind of how it happened. But that was when I was a kid, and she lived a long, good life, like 6-7 years. Well, I think that's kind of short for a cat, but I don't entirely remember what all happened. I just remember she got really sick, and that was kind of the end of it. And as a kid, it's different when you have a pet, because you're not really financially or holistically responsible. You just have the animal, right? Like it's your pet. You get all the love and all the attention, but like you provide nothing and don't allocate any time at all to take care of said pet. So one big thing, and it's just always something I wanted, like I have really big dog energy, and personally it's not prefer a dog, like I'm rather fortunate and blessed in some ways to where I could have a dog. I just don't have dog time, and what I mean by that is I don't want to be irresponsible. If I get a dog, the amount of attention that's required is quite extensive, right? Like it's not this is new. Something is new is happening, and I don't know what it is. I gotta read the update. I don't know what it is, but something has changed. I don't know why they're exploding like that. But no, like I want a dog, and I have extreme dog energy, but I have such a love for cats. I respect their like the independence, but also like the need and desire for companionship. But there's such an overwhelming, like, it's just kind of like, what is the best way to word it? It's like having an interactive piece of art. There's sometimes it's just there and you just look at it, and then there's sometimes you're like, yeah, I kind of want to touch it, right? Like that's cat. But I was in a position where I was just sitting there, and I've had cat fever for like the last, I don't know how long. I've had cat fever for the last, goodness, 6 months. And I was just finally looking through the sites again at all the local shelters, because I would prefer a shelter cat because they're the most at risk of, not having a good time. And I went to one of the shelters and was quickly reminded to the reason why I couldn't get a dog. And what I mean by that is a lot of the cats I was looking at required a lot of medical attention and a lot of love. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I work 10 to 12 hours a day. And then if I throw fitness and then what you're watching right now, this video, on top of it, anything that requires that extensive amount of care, it's just not possible. And it made me really sad, because there's so many pets in there that could really use some love and a good home and the right household to give them the love and care they deserve. And it wasn't me, and it couldn't be me for those type of kittens, the very medically challenged and in need ones. But then after I went and visited the shelter, that like ignited, like I already had cat fever. That ignited a fire, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it, to to where, like, how everything ended up happening. I had visited another shelter on Sunday, and literally the next day after work, I just said I can't. Like, I saw two that I really liked. Actually, I saw one that I really liked, and her name was Natasha. And I was really into Natasha, but when I got there, Natasha was not. I don't know if something was different or I caught Natasha at a good time, but Natasha was very aggressive and very territorial of the other cats that were there. And there was this one cat that she was being very, very, very aggressive towards. And this cat was just sitting there in kind of like in a little hidey hole, I guess is the best way to word it. And then even though Natasha was being very aggressive toward it, this cat wasn't being aggressive back. It was just kind of sitting there and shrugging away a little and kind of withstanding the little slaps and the hisses. And that cat happens to be Smokey. That was the cat I took home. I was like, you know what? You're sitting here, and no, nothing against Natasha, but like little Smokey was sitting there getting all this grief and didn't do anything. Just sat there and wasn't territorial, hostile back. And I was like, I think this is the cat. And from what a lot of y'all were saying, and then fast forward, I get her home and I immediately wanted to record like the first, like the welcome home to Smokey, well, currently Smokey. And I thought she was super scared, but a lot of you guys, and I've kind of read a little more, they're like, she doesn't seem scared. She seems like she is actually just curious and really trusts you. And I was like, huh? And when I look back at the video, I'm like, yeah, she actually kind of doesn't seem that scared. I thought she was scared because she just kept looking around. She seemed like her head was bobbing all over the place, but it was more like, I guess she was just checking on her surrounding and kind of like, oh, okay, is this home? All right, I guess this is home now, right? And ever since then, she's been wonderful. She's been absolutely wonderful. She's good about her ears being touched, paws being touched. She's great about, like, I can even kind of like play with her teeth if I need to. Like, let's say if I ever have to like get up in there. She's very hygienic. She cleans a lot, like a lot. I know cats clean, but I think this is aggressive. Which someone also said it's potentially a nervous tic or anxiety in cats. It might be, but she's still doing it, and she's purring and all over the place, and she's finally eating. By the way, I can't believe I forgot to bring that up. And what do you mean by like, hey, Sudoku or Kirky, or what do you mean by she's finally eating? Well, since she's been home since Monday night, she hasn't ate anything. I've had food out. Everything's clean. I've had water out. I have a litter box. I mean, well, obviously, I would hope so, right? And I have all this stuff there, but she hasn't been eating or drinking, but she's also had a lot of energy, and she's been very playful, not lethargic, not anything like that, right? So I was worried, but I looked up, I'm like, she's fine, but I guess she's just getting acclimated. But today, when I got home, she was sitting on the corner of the bed, like she has been the last 2 days now, and she, as soon as she saw me, she perked up, started giving me aggressive face rubbies, and then she went straight to her food bowl and started eating. I almost cried. I'm serious. I was so happy to hear her crunching on food. I was like, oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're eating. Oh, it's making me teary-eyed right now just thinking about it, but I'm happy. I'm like, okay, you're good. So she's getting even more comfortable, and she knows like room is safe space, because I haven't let her roam around the rest of the house yet, because I'm trying to let her know like, hey, here's your safe space, right? If you get spooky, you get panic, you can run back to the room, and then we'll go from there. And that's kind of on top of like everything else, that's what I've been doing the last like 2 days. I mean, technically since Sunday. This has been since Sunday thing, but the last 2 days has been it's just been all about Smokey, which a lot of y'all seem to like Smokey. I'm still in the middle of it. Like I'm like, I don't love it, I don't hate it. There's so many good names, and I'm loving the energy everyone is giving and putting behind it. It means so much to me. First of all, that anyone even would care. But it's really awesome. And to all those that have said it, yes, it is her bed now. I just exist in the bed, and it's ultimately hers. I got her a little cat bed. It was super cheap, like $20. She doesn't get in it. She just sleeps on the bed. I have a little mat where I tried giving her like treats, like the really, really snacky treats. Like when I'm trying to teach her how to kind of jump up on me and get used to like simple, small stuff, and she wouldn't eat it. So I don't know. I gotta find what she likes. I don't know what kind of food she likes. So it's gonna take some time experimenting, but I would like to keep her on a salmon or like a fish diet more than like chicken and stuff, but we'll see. Ultimately, it's what she likes. It doesn't matter what I like. I'm not the little tiny. So, what am I doing? Sure that. But yeah, so that's, I guess, catching everybody up on the last few days. That's the catch up. That I figure what better way to give a catch up to what's happening and what's going on in my personal life than playing some raging out. The story I'm telling doesn't fit the music or theme at all, but it's okay because this game is awesome. Oh man. But yeah, that's all. So for y'all that stuck around and listened to my little cat story, thank you. I don't really have much more to add for now, so if you leave now, you can leave now. Just don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, and leave a name suggestion for the cat in the comments. I'm still open to suggestions and ideas, and a lot of people have also mentioned just, you know what, maybe it'll just come to you, and when you know, I'm like, I like that, and nothing has really kind of come yet, but I'm also not trying to force it, so, we'll see what happens, and yeah, I guess that's really it for the cat stuff. So from here, I've been in autopilot. I don't even know what's going on. Hopefully I've made good decisions in this run because I haven't been paying attention. I've just been picking what seems good based off of when I played, and hopefully it doesn't crash. It crashed last time. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time, and we can get this run clear. Oh, this is way bigger. Oh yeah, this is very different. This is all very different. Okay, arena is much bigger. Music is still a bop. I literally ran right into that. I deserve every bit of pain that brings me. So yeah, I'll also I was maybe do a little quick update video at some point to kind of let everyone see how she's doing and what's going on. I did manage to get her a little, I got her, oh no, I'm not done with cat talking. Oh, y'all probably already left. So all this stuff I've got, so far I got a little yellow backpack that extends into a carrier. So I already set up her first vet appointment this Monday to get a wellness check. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully the transportation goes well. She did fine taking her home. So hopefully she does fine leaving the home. And man, yeah, sure. So hopefully she does fine when we're leaving. And I got a little yellow carrier. It's a yellow backpack that it looks like it's just right. I think it might, I don't think it's too small at all, but I do think it's just right when it's the backpack, but when it's the carrier, it's huge. It's way too big for her. But it's a really nice backpack, and unfortunately I got it on Amazon. I don't like buying stuff on Amazon. That's all another story. But it was really nice. It was really big. It was also yellow. I love yellow. And it doubles as a carrier, so now I have her carrier for if I gotta take her places. Lots of ventilation, lots of holes, so she can breathe well. What else? I'm getting a little water fountain. I think this Saturday. I have a very amazing friend that has an extra water fountain. That's gonna let me have it. So, you know, thinking of the future kitty, no kidney issues. Get her all her delicious hydration from her flowing water. And what else? I already said I got the carrier. Oh, and a little harness. I got a little harness with flowers on it. I love flowers. A little harness. So that's gonna take some time. We'll see how that goes. Because I'm gonna try to harness train her, and I've looked up some ways that you gotta signify like reward with action, and so. But right now I don't even know what she likes. So I gotta find what's that thing that makes her go crazy, like that food or that treat. And when I find it, then I'll start working on attaching reward with action, and then we'll go from there. But I would love to get her harnessed to where I can go out with her, and not just in the bag. I want her as an indoor cat, but I also want her to not just only be inside, right? Like, I want it to be a little more than that. Dun, dun, dun. Dude, this is hurting. Jesus Christ. Oh, it's the bullet. The bullet hell is getting really strong. It's getting really, really strong. Here, we need to slow the enemies around me. These things gotta go. Oh, shit. Like, I already knew it that these were gonna be a pain in the ass. I said it. These little shotgun boys are gonna be a huge pain in the ass. Because the projectiles come out like that. They come out so fast. And it's so tanky. There's like nothing you can do about it. Oh, shit. Alright, what's the attack pattern on this? I don't know the pattern. If there even is a pattern. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Shotgun boys, y'all gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Oh no, I fucked up. So the issue with him, I don't think you can run away from him. You gotta just go balls deep. You just gotta go in and say, fuck it, I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going in. I got good sustain. I got good sustain. I'm good. I'm good. HP pot right there. Panic pot. Got him. Got your fucking bitch ass. I don't... Damn. Yes. So I think... Does he do something different? He does something different. So... I don't know what changed, but sustain is absolutely... It is definitely way more chaotic now, and having sustainability is now a requirement. It was already a nice suggestion. You need sustainability now. I'd be dead already. If I had no way to like gain HP. Like, that's a negative that I don't think you can even choose anymore unless you're trying to just challenge yourself, I guess, at this point. Enemy projectiles up is a bad idea unless you're doing so much damage you just blast them. Because like that, I know it's coming right at me, so I gotta like run down a little bit. Like this, it's gonna charge, and I gotta... Holy... Oh, the game crashed. The game crashed. No. Okay. So when there's that many enemies and you're doing whatever that is, not good. Well, I guess this is a good place to end it. Thanks for hanging out, guys, and listening to my cat rant. Leave some cat comments in this cat suggestions in the comments for cat names. I love you guys.